Hello Tenno, welcome to the second rotation of the summer contest. Now in order to keep this YouTube content nice and short, I'm going to limit myself on this tour to a top 5. I'm also going to roll PlayStation and PC into the same episode because the PlayStation participation was quite low this time. I'm going to take a quick second to remind you that you can always join me on Twitch if you want to give feedback on the rooms or on the tours live. Now the YouTube portion of these tours is pretty much my personal highlights. They're never going to be replacements for going in the dojos yourself or attending a full dojo tour. With all that being said, let's get on with my countdown. Number 5 can be found in House Astra on PlayStation. Now it isn't always builds that are going to grab my attention. Sometimes I like to see new tech getting used. And a cool example that I found in this dojo is going to be their use of teleporters as labeling devices. Now, the reason this grabbed my attention is because people usually resort to using attributors for text. Makes sense, but there is definitely a different feel when you use the unfunded teleporters to add text. You get this kind of more refined lettering, and overall I think it has a much smarter appearance than the text on a attributor. Now our second stop is going to be in the clan Atom on PC. I'm going to check out their chessboard room. Now, we've seen a lot of chessboards, they're not a new concept. And what appeals to me in this room is the level of detail when it comes to the chess pieces. Now, they all look immaculate, they all have really good detail, and they're all instantly recognizable as the chess piece they're meant to represent. And my number 3 pick is in Ascension of Immortals. We can look at their Zeppler Steamjack room. Now, obviously, the main attraction in this room is this really cool steampunk blimp. Really beautiful details like the fans, little internal space, the controls in the cockpit. Absolutely beautiful. Now, as well as the airship, there's also this beautiful scenery around. And this phenomenally detailed village. Very heavily and very obviously steampunk in style. Absolutely phenomenal job. Now the top 2 and 1 spot are both in the All-Stars clan. All-Stars being Umbra Lua Lycans this time. My number 2 spot is going to the room Timeless. I picked this room because it makes use of the phenomenally good lighting in the Deviri room. You can see as we walk up to the statue here, we get these beautiful sunbeams coming through from behind the statue. Just adds this really beautiful framing that you can't get anywhere else in the dojo. And also the cave around it looks fantastic as well. My number 1 spot, again the same dojo, it's called the Hand of God. It's also currently their spawn when you load in. Now this room, once you understand what you're looking at, becomes even more impressive. So it's obviously very pretty, colors are perfect, the design of the walls is phenomenal. But if you look at the walls, and particularly look at the ceiling, you're going to notice that this room has been split into 3. This is pretty unusual for a dojo room because grid snap is a thing, and grid snap is more conducive to angles like 90 degrees, 45 degrees, things like that. But because this room has been split into 3, we know that they can't have used that grid system, which leads me to believe that most of the items in here have been placed manually. And the amount of time that that must have took is the reason that this gets the top spot. Okay guys, and that's my top 5 for this rotation. Again, any likes and comments are appreciated. Peace out, and I'll catch you in the next one.